$50 to $90 per hour just for training AI from home. That's what Mindrift claims you can earn. But is that actually realistic, or is it just another overhyped headline? I signed up, I went through the process, I looked at how the platform actually works, and in this video, I'm going to show you everything. Mindrift is an AI training platform that connects regular people like writers, designers, scientists, and other professions with AI companies that need real human expertise to improve their AI models. Here is something important that gives it credibility. Mindrift is powered by a company called Toloka, and Toloka has been in the data and AI training space since 2014. That's over a decade in the industry. They work with some well-known brands and they support tasks in 15 different languages, which matters a lot for people across Africa and other non-Western countries. I also asked Google if Mindrift is legit, and the results are clear. Google recognizes Mindrift as a legitimate platform where freelance experts get paid to train artificial intelligence. So yes, it is real. So the first question is, how is Mindrift different from other platforms? If you've tried platforms like Outlier, OneFormer, or Handshake AI, you already know how frustrating they can be. Outlier is not available to Nigerians. Handshake and OneFormer shut out users from Nigeria and many other African countries. A lot of these platforms force you to use a VPN or proxy just to access them, and even then, you risk getting banned. However, Mindrift is different because it is available to a much wider range of countries and you do not need a VPN or any workaround tool to access it. All you need is a smartphone or a laptop, a stable internet connection, and the ability to read and communicate clearly in English. That alone puts Mindrift ahead of many of its competitors for African users. Now, what type of work is available? When you visit the platform and browse the live projects, here is the kind of work you will find.
So when you come to this website, these are the type of jobs that you will find. You can find on the active projects page, you can see here biology expert with Python up to $76 per hour, and this position is open. This one here is brand designer for freelancer, freelance visual identity specialist up to $50 per hour, and the position is open. Chemistry expert with Python up to $76 per hour. The position is also available. Civil engineer with Python up to $69 per hour. Computer science expert with Python up to $80 per hour. Data science, a data scientist that is good in Python and SQL up to $90 per hour. Electrical engineer with Python up to $69 per hour. You also have your English writer up to $30 per hour. So this is a kind of a generalist role if you know how to write. So you can easily apply for this. You have your senior software engineer and agent evaluation up to $60 per hour. So there are more and more jobs. This is web scraping expert freelance up to $37 per hour. You have more jobs here, both the ones that require real expertise and the one that does not require any experience at all. Just like the English writer here that does not require expertise. So what you just do is to click on apply and submit your information.
The pay range you realistically see is between $32 and $90 per hour for the currently active project. The higher paying roles require specific technical skills, but there are options for people without a tech background too, particularly the writing and content roles, commonly referred to as generalist role. It is important to note that you are not allowed to use AI to complete this task, not ChatGPT, not any other tool, unless a specific project explicitly permits it. The whole point is that they are hiring humans to provide real human judgment. If you try to fake it with AI, you will be removed. So come ready to do the actual work. Now, how do you apply? There's something I discovered that trips a lot of people up. If you go to the Mindrift homepage and click the general sign up button, you might be told that you need an invitation. That's because you cannot just create a general account and browse for work later. Go to Mindrift AI, scroll through the available projects, find one that matches your skill, and click apply on the specific project. The application form will ask for your first name, last name, email address, phone number, and your location. The most important thing you will need is a well-prepared professional CV. Your CV should be submitted in English, and the platform will also ask you to indicate your level of English proficiency. So if you are applying for a technical role, your CV needs to reflect the expertise clearly. You will also have the option to attach a cover letter, and I strongly recommend that you do it. Keep it relevant to the role that you are applying for. Something simple and professional goes a long way. Once you submit, you will receive a confirmation email with a copy of your application. Keep that email safe. After that, you wait. After the registration process is a testing process. Now here is where a lot of people get confused or get rejected, so pay close attention. After Mindrift reviews your application, if they are interested in hiring you, they will reach out to you and you will go through a testing stage. They use AI to conduct these tests, and there are two platforms they are commonly going to use. Either they use Braintrust or Micro One. In most cases, they are going to send you to Micro One. So you can actually go to Micro One ahead of time and familiarize yourself with the platform before you get there. That way, the experience isn't new when it counts. Now, the most important tip for passing the AI test is to keep your answers short and straightforward. If they ask for A, give them A. If they ask for B, give them B. Do not add C and D, and don't over-explain. AI can look around your responses and start throwing back confusing follow-up questions if you give it too much to work with. Simple, clear, and direct answers are what get you approved. That's it. So if you pass the test, congratulations, you are in. You can start taking tasks and earning on the platform. So now, how is the payment done? How many times do you get paid? For Mindrift, payment is processed twice a month, on the 5th and on the 20th. So you are never waiting more than 2 weeks for your money. That's a good sign for any freelance platform. The payout options are Payoneer, Melo, and Papara. Out of these, Payoneer is the most widely known and used across Africa. So if you don't already have a Payoneer account, I recommend setting one up before you apply, so you are ready to receive payment as soon as you start working. Now, let me be straightforward with you because I don't want to oversell this. Mindrift is legitimate and the pay is real, but it is not for everyone, and you need to know what you are walking into. The roles are quite very specific. Most of the higher paying ones require genuine professional expertise. Roles like Python programming, biology, chemistry, software engineering, design. If you have those skills, your earning potential is genuinely strong. If you don't, the English writing role is your best entry point, but the rate will be lower. The work is also project-based, not a fixed weekly salary. Some projects are just 20 hours in total, others are longer, so you need to plan accordingly and not rely on Mindrift as your only source of income. Think of it as a strong supplement, not a replacement for a full-time job until you've built up a track record and found consistent projects. And also, some projects may expose you to difficult or sensitive content as part of AI safety training. So set your personal boundaries before you start and only accept projects you are comfortable with. The good news from Mindrift is that new projects are added regularly. Even if nothing fits your skill, that can change next week. Even if nothing fits your skill today, that can change next week. So here is a simple, genuine step that I would recommend for you to do today. Go to Mindrift AI right now. Browse the live projects. Find one that matches your skill, even if it is just English writing rule to get started with. Read the full project description carefully. Prepare your CV in English. Write a short cover letter and submit your application. Once you are invited to the test, keep your answers short and straightforward. Don't overthink it. If you don't have a CV and you need help putting together a strong CV, drop a comment below and let me know. I'll make a dedicated video walking you through exactly how to create one that gets you accepted on platforms like this. So is Mindrift worth it? Yes, if you have the right skill and you go in with realistic expectation. It pays well. It's open to more countries than most similar platforms, and it also pays twice a month. It's also backed by a company with over a decade of experience.